Hold the microphone.
You got to be more active with it, and I do the same thing with this big one. You know what I mean? I could just hold this the whole time. 2 hands probably because it's heavy.
It's too heavy for me.
I can't hold it for 90 minutes, Dan.
This show's too long. It is too heavy for me.
It is too long, and I am too weak.
Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! This ain't watching yet!
Welcome to Hey Watching with Dan and Tony. I'm Dan.
I'm Tony.
On this show, we watch a movie. This time we're watching a movie that we were going to watch, then we didn't watch, and now we're going to watch it. So then we watched it, and now we get to talk about it because we haven't talked about it.
That's right, because Dan changes his mind midweek sometimes and doesn't tell anybody, and then it's a disaster.
We watched Babylon A.D., Vin D,
the Diesel,
Charlotte Rampling.
Who's that? Is that the girl in it?
That's the evil woman.
Okay.
And
the church.
Gerard Depardieu.
Is he the robot man?
Gerard Depardieu is Gorsky, the evil Russian. In a bunch of makeup or something. He got in so much trouble. Like, I don't know if he's harassing women or doing something terrible, being a pest. He had to he moved to Russia, I think.
Yeah, this is the dude that did he sleeps with Katherine Heigl as his daughter, right? That's that dude?
That is that dude. We did another Gerard Depardieu movie, didn't we?
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy.
I was looking at the credits and I was like, oh my God, that was Gerard Depardieu. I did not know.
That's so weird. I did not. It felt like I knew him, and I knew it was like a weird makeup suit that he was wearing, and it didn't look very good, but I was like, I have no idea who it is.
That makes
sense.
I thought it was Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, pre-Penguin. Yeah. This is the makeup test for Penguin.
17 years earlier. This movie was made 17 years ago. Think about that for 1 second.
It's all the further thought I'm going to give it, Dan. 1 second.
2008, hour and 30 minutes.
Classic.
It was one of the craziest movies we've ever watched.
I still don't know what happens in this. Like, I understand most of the A to Z, but B through, what's the letter before Z? Q, S, T, U, W, X, Y. B through Y, don't understand anything that happened.
This movie's based on a book by a French guy who's written a bunch of books and influenced by the cyberpunk movement.
You don't say.
This movie also very influenced by Children of Men.
Which is a good movie.
Yeah, and that's why I go back to Children of Men, right? You're like, what is Children of Men like? Guy goes, picks up a girl, transports her to a place for a boat. That's it. That's all that happens. That's it. She's possibly the person who's going to save the world.
But this girl's not. You know what I mean? Like,
she is, though. That's the whole thing.
But she's not. She's really just there to save the church. That's what I got out of it. Like, she's just there to be like, well, see, we have a Christ-like birth, so now you should be our church people. I don't think that plan's going to work, Dan. Just even if he gives her to them, like, that plan's not going to work. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody even knows who she is. If people were like, oh, it's the Virgin Mary reborn, and then everyone wanted a piece of her. But like at this point, the church would just be like, oh, by the way, no father of these babies had just popped out. People are like, what are you talking about? You're just lying to us.
I always say to my wife, we all every few minutes I say to my wife, no, we live in this weird Trump/post-Trump, we're hopefully getting to be post-Trump at some point. But
Dan, we are not even a year into Trump, so post-Trump is wrong.
We're in the Trump part 2.
Yeah.
Where we really see the vagaries and randomness of existence and how people process information. It's super interesting because we're at a point where all the information is pretty much available. You can just go on here, look at it, here it all is, and still the information is denied and ignored and thought not about, and decisions are made by the mass mind if you wanted to like say somebody's the Virgin Mary and do this whole setup, it would fail miserably because you can't tell the world anything. But if the world decided that somebody was the new Virgin Mary, they would be the new Virgin Mary.
100%. And that's the direction. It has to go the other way around. We can't tell you she's the Virgin Mary. You tell us, and then we're like, oh, I'm going to use her for my benefit. That makes sense. Yes. This movie doesn't make a lick of sense.
Oh, because this guy, he's the guy that wrote the story he's a, what did they say he was? He's like a Christian technocracy guy or something. And so he believes that things are real, right? And the truth of the matter is nothing is real. And so a guy like this wants the thing that he wants to be real. So he writes a story about how it all works out the way he wants it to work out.
Same reason I'm doing a werewolf Santa Claus movie. Yeah, correct.
It's the exact same reason. Yes, but you see that the best movies, and when you go watch Children of Men, that whole movie is about how everything is collapsing, everything is fucked up,
nothing goes
movie. Right. It's one of those movies that I watched and I was like, yeah, I probably can't watch this for another 10 years. I got to take 10 years off this movie.
I got to take a break. Yeah,
because it speaks too much about how the world actually works, as opposed to this movie that posits, we're the church and we're going to do this thing and then you messed it up. And it's like, well, no, just let the church do the thing and the church is going to mess it up.
You're darn right they are. The church is going to fail. I'll tell you that right now. They'll try and they'll fail and then the next thing will happen. I don't know.
Yes, they'll have some other horrible plan go well. Accidentally, randomly,
Yep. No, that makes perfect sense.
There'll be like, some priest in sub-Saharan Africa that will end up, going up through the ranks and becoming the most powerful person in the world. And everybody thinks he's the greatest thing when really he's, Satan incarnate. Yeah. That's what really happens.
That is what really happens. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
This movie makes the mistake of thinking that fate and destiny and all these things are real. Which, if you're trying to do something about and trying to talk about actual human nature, you can't do that. So that's it.
That's the show. Thanks, everybody.
What do you got for next week, Tony? What'd you like this week, Tony?
Oh, we're gonna have some fun stuff next week. I can't wait.
Oh, good. Yeah. So that's Babylon A.D. pretty much in a nutshell.
Yeah, well, but there's some very important stuff that we're missing, like submarines and snowmobiles.
Snowmobiles doing loop-de-loops snowmobiles. So this movie should have been this sort of cerebral thing where we're talking about the church and, we were transporting this girl from Russia originally in the novel just to Quebec, but instead we're going to New York City. New York.
That's interesting that he mentions Canada. Then he's like, oh, it's New York right by Canada, but we're going to go right to New York. Well, that's so weird.
They go to Canada into the airport, and then in the airport, they're like, now you're in America. You're like, wait, what's happening?
You're like, what happened? Where? I mean, I got a lot of questions on the travel sequence, Dan, so just get ready.
So it's interesting because this French dude, moved to Quebec himself. So he lives in Quebec now. So there you go.
Okay, good for him.
There's he has some sort of thing about Quebec and shamanism and all this kind of stuff.
I love it. That's one of the best magic cards there are. Shaman of the Pack, MTG. You know that card? It's a good card.
I don't know Shaman. I mean, I've heard of it. I can't say. I mean, green. 2 green pips and 2 generic. Probably, I would guess, right?
Yeah, probably right around that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think it's an elf. I think it hits your opponent for as many elves you have on the board. I'm pretty sure that's what Shaman of the Pack is.
So its power is equal to the number of elves that you have on the board? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thanks for breaking that down a little bit better.
Shaman. Wow, that sounds like a great card.
I can't read, Dan. I don't tell you.
Okay. Do you want to get it? Let's get this out of the way. Vin Diesel's acting. Scale of 1 to 10.
12. It's a 12. This guy's giving it his all. I think there are different scores for different parts of the movie, if I'm being
Really?
honest.
So he does some acting that you found acceptable.
I think there's a couple of moments that are kind of fun. Not like, oh, this guy's a Juilliard actor.
Yeah.
But not the very beginning. The voiceover is a 0, right? I think we're all in agreement there, which we'll talk about.
Things happen. The world is the world. I have all these things that I believe. I have 7 rules. 2 of them are not. I'm not going to tell you because they're my secret rules.
You don't need to know about those ones.
What is happening?
But I like when he's in the house and they pull up on him and he's like eating breakfast and he gives like 3 one-liners in a row that are so stupid, but he delivers them so well. Like he really believes these things. And I'm like, see, that's the action star. Like I get that. Triple X, great. That's a great franchise. Or I'm silly, stupid, Fast and Furious, silly, stupid. That's where he lives. When he tries to do the more serious stuff in here, I lose the thread a little bit, but what are you going to do? I love the guy.
He can't sell the real parts of the movie, which is this movie needed to sell the real parts because the action adventure stuff. There at the very end, there's a big car chase, and then at the very very end, he's like with these two little girl twins. In the French release, didn't have the car chase or the scene with the little kids.
So where does it end?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess it just ends with him like finding her at the cabin, and then they're gonna go live together or something.
And then that's at least better. I mean, it's not great still, but it's better.
Now, when you got to the end of the movie, jumping ahead, and we had the big car chase, and then he goes with the 2 little girls, was your mouth like kind of like this? Oh, what's happening? This is the end of the movie?
Let me see the notes that I wrote here.
Did you feel like the movie was ended?
I wrote 6 notes after he talked to the kids and walked them into the room because I was still so confused on how this was the end of the movie. I asked 6 questions.
There it is. That was my question because it is not a satisfying ending to a movie that got less satisfying as the minutes rolled by at the end.
I don't even understand the ending.
Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can explain the ending.
Okay, yeah, please explain to me later.
Yeah,
because I have questions along the way, Dan. I got a lot of questions, and we have very little time to get through them.
Yes, because your Act 3 in a movie, and an action movie like this sort of is pretty easy. You confront the bad guy, you defeat the bad guy, you move on with your life. Then you have your postscript. That's fine. This one gave us this terrible car battle, and then nothing. Just was like, that's it. I guess we ended with that.
Yeah, I guess we're done. I guess nobody cares anymore. Everyone just gave up. Everyone's just like, you know what? This was a failed experiment. Don't worry about it. Keep the kids. What are you talking about? You
gotta drop that diary in the mailbox, to the New York Times. You gotta do something. You gotta give us a little something to make us go like, oh, okay, the bad guy is going to be dealt with, as opposed to, whatever. We'll continue. It begins.
And back to the beginning. A very good place to start.
Sometimes I drive by a car and it has a bumper sticker that says, "Save the planet." From what? For what? Kill or be killed. Finish the job. You can't always walk away, but that one day I died, I didn't walk away.
I mean, you did nutshell it pretty nicely, but I want to highlight 2 things.
Highlight 2 things, Tony.
My first one is... his first line is something like about the bumper sticker. When I see the bumper sticker, save the planet. When you think they still have that bumper sticker, Dan? No. I didn't see. We saw cars probably not till 80 minutes into the movie. First of all, true. Cars were not a thing that happened in Russia almost at all.
No,
but I don't think any of them had bumper stickers. I don't think that's still a fad where they come from. But he's like, what are we saving the planet from? Ourselves? Everyone knows what. It's like he doesn't know what the bumper sticker means. Everybody knows what the bumper sticker means. So this guy sets himself up as being stupid. Like he's a dumb person that doesn't understand what a very simple bumper sticker, save the planet, means. It's not like, no, you're not saving it from aliens. You're not saving it from an invasion. You're saving it from pollution. Like, that's it. That's what you're doing, bud. Everybody knows that. So right away, I was like super confused.
Yeah.
And then I do want to say I love And that was the day I died. Credits. It's so stupid. I love it. I'm hooked. I'm ready to go.
Well, and that we're going to set up basically that he has this thing that, only works when he's alive. And you're like, well, I guess that's why he's going to have to die.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you this. It makes zero sense.
It's a rainy day in Russia. He's walking along in this sort of military sort of city.
And we have this sweet rap song, like hardcore rap song, like bumping. I love it.
RZA did the music. RZA and another guy, RZA, did the music. It's him and some other guy. There's some great music in this movie.
Great music. Yeah.
And it's you're really kind of bummed out because
the movie sucks.
A lot of the movie looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
Yeah,
shot pretty well. All the action sequences, the director does not know how to shoot any of them.
Yeah, I mean, you just bring someone on board for that. You know what I mean? Like, just bring a consultant for a couple of days to let you know how to shoot an action sequence. It's fine. There's no shame in that. Everyone's got their strengths, right? Like, you can shoot one and then watch dailies and be like, well, I don't know how to do that. I'm just going to tell you right now, that didn't make any sense. We should bring someone in to help. Pride, ego. I think that's the problem.
I was listening to this one podcast, and they were doing it's a guy that reads stories, and he was doing a story from some other podcast. And, I got in 5 minutes and I was like, whoever wrote this story actually knows how to write.
Great. Love that.
when someone knows how to do something, you also know when someone doesn't know how to do something.
When I have no idea.
They're not going to figure it out. Like the car chase at the end, you're just like, wow, this is really bad. There's one fight in there where the camera just spins, he just has it on a rope and he just spins it around.
Do you think that he's in the middle lassoing it?
That's what I think.
That would actually be pretty cool.
It was like in Battlefield Earth when they would shoot the things. And that guy was he was a real second unit director on Star Wars films. He was a real
second
director.
Unit, Dan. Second unit, okay. That's like, hey, go shoot some B-roll over there. I'm sorry, that was really rude. That's not true.
But, he was not a guy that could shoot action. And they were like, well, you're a director, right? And he's like,
yeah.
Yes, I am. No, don't do it.
You just fake it till you make it, or you fake it till, you mess it up.
Here's our boy, Vinny D, whose name is Toorup. Very bad name.
It's Toorup?
Toorup.
Okay, I wrote Turu. Turu. That's what I thought they kept saying. Yeah,
Toorup.
Toorup. Okay, like Europe, but different.
Europe, but with a T. Put a T on the
got it.
Yeah. I had to look it up. I didn't get, you just keep hearing this sort of name and it was never locked in a way that you're just I understand this guy's name.
Yeah.
Basically, he goes to this guy's tent, drags him out. This guy sold him a gun that doesn't work and he wants his $20 back.
Now, I have a couple more questions now. $20 for a gun?
That's very cheap.
That's a hell of a deal, man. Here's my thing. It's like, even in 2008, guns were more than $20. So in their mind, in the future, things get cheaper? That's not how anything has worked in the history of time. That's never been how the economy works. Nothing gets cheaper. It only gets more expensive. So I was right away very confused. I was like, $20? Why are you even mad, bro? Of course it doesn't work. He sold you a plastic gun.
I think he sold him a gun that needed an ID is what it was. So
like biometric of some sort.
It's a biometric gun.
Okay.
But here, let's spend 1 second and solve your problem. What you do is he reaches in, pulls out the guy's wallet, takes a wad of money. This is my money. He puts it in his thing and he goes, and I'm taking this for my trouble. Boom. Character note, character point. Because you and I both clicked on that $20. You're like, $20. I wrote it down, right? Because you're just like, $20. What does that mean? Because it means something. When you say 20, and we immediately go, wait a second, they're not in America. Why is it $20?
Dollars?
I don't understand that at all. rubles, say 65,000 rubles. I'm like, oh, rubles. Oh, we're in Russia.
Oh, we're in a different country now. Ah, boy. Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. And they immediately...
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Stuff like that takes you out. It's dumb.
But, I mean, how cool is it that he's beating a guy up for his $20 back?
Yeah.
I mean, that's badass, I mean, this guy, a real stickler for his $20. I bought a Nerf gun that was $64 for my nephew for Christmas, okay? So,
really?
don't come at... Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's automatic. So, there's like a clip to it. You put the clip in the bottom, and there's, I think it's like 8 bullets in the chamber. You go, bop, 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 bop. It's fucking cool. But it was way more expensive than this gun. So, let it go, bud.
Or make it about something funny. Like make it about a hat.
Sure.
Make it about a scarf.
Sure.
He's going back. This scarf is da-da-da, made blah, whatever.
This hat is made for children. He tries to put it on his big bald head and it just sits on top. I love it. That's great.
Look at me. I look like an idiot. This is not my colors. You said this was reversible. Look at this stitching.
Beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, he beats the shit out of somebody because the stitching on the thing. I pulled this parka on, the fucking sleeve fell off. I'll kill you. This is 10
with that
times
sweet
worse.
Soundtrack bumping in the background.
Bam, bam. And that's what we need.
Man. Hell yeah.
When he pulls that guy out, we got to get a tight shot. We got to have that guy's face like, bah! We got to have Vin Diesel's fist pummeling into the guy's face and just blood. And we find out it's over a $20 bag of cashews that, had gone south. Whatever it is.
I love cashews. I would be pissed. Now we're talking my language. If I opened up, because cashews are expensive. We bought this little jar, like $16. So I would have been mad too. I beat up Mr. Peanut.
Beat up Mr. Peanut. He goes, he gets some food, he takes some cigarettes from a kid, and he's like, I'll pay you later. Like, I didn't understand that.
I don't know. It
was weird,
maybe
right?
he's got a barter system with the kid. I don't know. Maybe they just share cigs all the time.
He goes up there, girl says someone's looking for you. He sits down, cooks his food, sits down to watch TV. He's got a TV, real nice TV. And then in comes a bunch of bad guys. He hears it. Oh, the power goes down. He hunches down because he's got a bulletproof vest. I like that. I love that because they pay attention to certain things in this movie.
Right, just not the script.
Well, I guess the studio people were on the director's ass. I guess the director made a whole movie about how they were on his ass to do all the terrible shit that they wanted.
I tried to watch that. Did you know that it's in French?
Yes, I know it was in French.
I didn't know that it was in French, so I turned it on YouTube, and then he started speaking French. I was like, well, I can't watch this. What the hell am I doing here? I have no idea what's going on.
Don't they have translation?
I mean, they might have. I got out real quick when I found out it was French. I'm sorry.
Wow,
I'm the worst kind of American. Okay, I am like, oh, it's foreign. I'm done. I'm not gonna watch it. It's too much work for me. I can't read while I watch things. I can't even read if subtitles on. I can't even pay attention to the movie, and that's when they're both in English. Okay, so I can't listen to foreign language and then read English and still know what's going on in the movie. I can't do it all. Well, you didn't watch it either, Dan. Okay.
Just going to let you talk yourself out, Tony.
I'm over here digging as fast as I can. I can't get out going down.
Okay, so these mercenaries come in, and Carl's putting his gun to his head, and then he's like,
It's a cool shot. I just want to say it's a cool shot when the debris is like filling the room and the laser sights are in there. It's a cool shot.
It's nice.
Looks really nice.
And then it sort of deadens out. They kind of do some stuff and then just deadens out to like, this guy's got a gun on him and then he's got beef with this guy, Carl. And so...
Because Carl didn't live up to his word or something lied to him, something like that. And he's like, he pulls the gun on Carl and he's like, the difference between us? I got balls and my word, something like that.
Yeah.
And then he shoots him right in the head. I actually really liked this scene.
We needed a differentiation between Carl and the other dudes because you're kind of like,
yeah, for sure.
Why don't these other guys just get pissed off and,
because they need him alive and he knows that. And so he's like, I'm just going to kill this one dude and then I'm going to surrender. And I was like, that's cool.
So it could have, it's on the
It's
edge
a
of
nice
being a
idea.
good scene, you know?
Yeah, it's a
You
nice idea.
You need a couple of lines, you need a couple of this, a little bit of little zhuzh here, a little zhuzh there, but this movie just, you feel that it never gets to do the zhuzhes that are necessary to make this character into a real guy that you're like,
that's true.
I'm in it with him. So they put him in this tank, and here we have Gorski in there.
Why do they have a tank? Like, what's going on?
So he's protected.
Sorry, I don't mean but why do these people? You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Who are these people, Dan? I don't understand who they are in the world of this movie.
Oh, he's like a local, not a fixer, but he's not a warlord. He's not a fixer. He's just like a local powerful dude, right?
Yeah,
and
I guess
the local warlord gives him a tank, lets him drive around in a tank for protection. And then,
and that's weird. That's weird. That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. I just don't understand any of the world. Like, I don't think I get it.
Well, it's this sort of sliding future. It's this future where, they can't have him in a house, right? Because the house is like too domesticated. He has to be on the move. He's got all the TVs in the thing of showing like it's nice outside, but he has to live in a tank
how does he have all those TVs if he's so mad about $20 over a gun? Like, where did he get all the money for these TVs then? I just don't get it.
This isn't Vin Diesel's tank. This is Gorski's tank.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right about that. You're right about that.
Gorski's loaded. He's going to pay him $1 million or some amount of money.
Explain this to me, Dan. Okay.
Yes.
So, what's his name? Gorski?
Gorski.
Okay, so Gorski is a local Russian bad guy, right?
Yes. He's like a high level kind of mafia guy, I would say.
Okay. And then the monastery is in Russia.
Yes.
But they're going to America.
Yes.
And the church lady is from America?
Well, it's Charlotte Rampling, so she's from England, probably.
But she does a news conference.
Yeah, she's American. I think she's American.
About the convent when it blows up. Like, it felt like, because here's where I'm going, right? Like, us and Russia don't really talk very much, but it feels like they're the same country in this movie to me. Just like character-wise, they're all too connected to be from Russia and America.
Well, you're positing this world where everything is corrupted at this point. Even though New York City is the big money with all the neon, it's corrupted in a different way. It's like Russia is reduced to constant war, infighting, and no longer has a stable government. New York still has a stable government, and is the gold standard, right? Because he's from the U.S. and he wants to get back to the U.S., but he's been banned as a terrorist, I think. So
for what?
For past bad deeds,
for stuff that he did. He did things and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's basically supposed to be this arc where you're traveling from the desert to the golden land. And surviving all the things, and then when you get to the final thing, you realize it's just as bad as the desert, right?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Those are all illusions that you could work in there.
Illusions.
If you wanted to work them in there, but they don't really work all this in there.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie confuses me more than most movies we watch. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Gorski, they don't like each other. He's like, you got to take a girl. Here's an injection that's your passport. So you're going to basically put some nanites or whatever in your thing.
Yeah, something.
And that'll mean you're okay. And and he's like, I don't want $500,000. And he's all like, I don't got to give you no money. And he's like, but you're going to give me $500,000 or I'm not going to do it because I'm such an asshole. I'll tell you to go fuck yourself and then you can just kill me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, $500,000.
Okay, $500,000. There you go, guy.
He's like, you're going to go to this place. We're going to give you a car. They drop him off and you're like, this is my problem with the movie.
Okay, yeah, talk to me.
In a good movie, what you'd do is you would drop him in the middle of nowhere to say, fuck you, I'm in charge. Then he'd have to walk all the way
Power
fucking
move.
home. Power move.
Yep.
Instead, they drop him, and then 30 seconds later, spotlight. 10 seconds later, a helicopter is dropping a car down. He gets in the car. The helicopter takes off and flies him to where he needs to go with the car. I liked that. But there was no power imbalance.
I mean, you're absolutely right on that. Let me ask you a question, Dan.
Okay. Is this a personal question or is it about the movie?
No, this is about the movie. I'm a little personal. It's a little personal. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy's got a lot of money.
Gorski?
To the point where there's this car.
Yeah.
A helicopter drops a car. And then later, when they get to America, there's like 50 bikers. And he's like, Gorski's guys are the bikers.
Yes.
The convent people are on the other side of the street. There's like 100 people. Why was he the only guy that could bring this girl across the country lines? It feels like anyone could have done it with all of the resources that this guy had. It in fact seemed like it was harder because it was Vin Diesel's character. That's all. I don't know.
Well, in a real movie and possibly in the book, he's going to have some level of skills or contacts that are important. He kind of has a contact that sort of gets them on the sub to cross.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Doesn't feel.
Got people in America. He's crossed borders. This guy, he's got guys in America. He's got guys in Russia. I assume he's got.
You mean Gorski?
Oh, sorry, Gorski. Yeah. So why does he need someone's head? It feels like he could just. He's got people everywhere. It feels like this should be really easy.
I super hated the stuff with the motorcycle guys and the car people at the end.
Because it's really stupid.
It's really stupid and just doesn't make any sense. What it should have been, and that's the whole thing, is if you're going to make Vin Diesel like the man, then just make him the man, right? Make him do all the things, and you can have, he can fight whoever you need him to fight. That's fine,
and he'll do it.
And he
loves that.
But they don't. It's like the girl with her psychic powers and everything else sort of.
What powers? What is her power? Where does it come from? I don't.
You want me to explain the powers?
Please, somebody explain the powers to me.
Okay. They injected her with an AI when she was a baby.
Yeah, no, that much I got.
And so that's why she can run the submarine if she needs to. If you're just listening to this part, you're like, what is fucking happening? She can run the submarine, and then
which makes sense to me, because those are like, that would be like a schematic. That's like learning. The AI could do that, right? Like it could know how to run a machine.
And then she's pregnant with the twins. And
doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense?
Keep going. It makes sense to you. There's no.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's just been remotely impregnated. Whatever. That doesn't mean anything. Well, we do that every day.
First of all, you just said remotely. So
that's the thing. I'm assuming they shot a little missile off, and the missile vooped upward. She's like, oh, now I'm pregnant.
So, what was that? That was weird.
What was I trying to explain to you? I don't even remember what I was trying to explain to you.
Her powers.
Then, when she says, "Don't get on that thing because it's going to blow up," that's because of the twins. The twins told her that, and the twins are. Did you ever see Dune? With what's her name when she's in the womb and they put the sandworm blood.
What the hell are you talking about right now?
Basically, the twins inside her, although they're still just embryos or whatever, or however far they're along, they're already seeing the future.
Why are they seeing the future, Dan?
Why or how are they seeing the future?
A bit of both.
I mean, they're seeing the future so you can have that scene where she's like, don't go into there, you'll die.
But it doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
What do you mean that the babies are omniscient? Basically.
They're not omniscient. They're just seeing the future.
But why can they see the future? The AI doesn't give the power to see the future.
Okay.
Dan, I didn't understand this movie.
It's pretty. But what it is if you're so smart and you can run all the possibilities, you're going to be able to tell what's going to happen, right?
Kind of like, oh, I was going to spoil something from Superman, but never mind. I probably should do that. It's still too new for that.
You're going to buy Superman so I can watch it?
I mean, I guess I will. I wasn't planning on it, but I will.
You don't got to buy it. I'll wait till it's on.
I'll buy it, Dan. It's fine. I'll have to watch it again at some point.
There it is. If you're so smart and you're reading everything that's going on, you're going to be able to make predictions based on that. You know, like maybe the babies hear something, you know, like a real high pitch frequency, or they see somebody walk onto the train and then walk off of the train, or they work the odds that, you know, the babies are like listening to cell phone transmissions.
I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. This part doesn't make sense. She sees the future like one time in the movie, and I was like, oh, she's got powers, and then she didn't really have powers.
She probably should have seen the future a lot more, like after
at least two more times.
Got to New York, go see a doctor and have him remove the fucking passport thing. You know, even though she knew that at the beginning, it's like, why don't you just do that? But she saw the whole plan, right? Her whole plan. It's like it's the same as when Doctor Strange is there with Thanos, and he's like, I got to run through all the possibilities. Well, this is the only one that works.
Right. And see, the difference is that they say that. They show it and they say it, and I know what's happening. This movie is just like, hey, she kind of sees the future, but we're not going to really talk about it. We're not going to talk about something that's huge and monumental. We're not going to talk about it.
We only got 90 minutes. We gotta move on. Okay, here we go. They drop him off outside this convent. Michelle Yeoh comes out and she like sets up, you know, you can't say fart and you can't let her see the world and you can't do this. And then he's all like, fart, go fuck yourself.
And why is she being protected?
Does
Michelle Yeoh, does she know what's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know either. This is my problem. Like, I feel like I should know that by the time she dies.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what they should have done this whole movie. It's pretty simple.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, talk to me. Fix it, Dan.
Vin Diesel's supposed to think that the girl is a girl bomb, right? Supposed to think that
like a virus, which I have many questions about, but yeah.
Yeah, which you cook something in her, and then she, you know, it's alien, right? You know, boom, she blows up at some point and kills half of New York City. That's fine. Not sure how that gets through undetected, but you know, you say a line, you know, like, oh,
right, do you though?
Finally figured it out. Oh, you know, so what it is through this whole movie, he's supposed to be thinking she's a viral bomb, and he's trying to juggle getting his money, blah 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 blah.
Right, doing the job or saving the world.
Michelle Yeoh knows who the girl is, right? And is protecting her, and then is trying to figure out to juggle, like making everybody think that she's a team player, but she's actually wanting to smuggle the girl out, right? So you got these two competing things, and then you write scenes that play those things out where people tip their hands at times and make, and there's supposed to be distrust. This movie, they just like, they'll just all trust each other and it'll be great.
It's not great, though.
No, it's not.
I'm just throwing it out. It's not great. I didn't understand it.
No.
What is the virus, by the way? Because at some point, Mark Shepard is like, she's got all the signs of the virus, and I was like, which ones where she can like see the future and she can like run a submarine? How is that a virus? What virus is that?
They forgot to write those in. That's my assumption. My assumption is they just forgot to run them in.
Hey, guys, should we put in some backstory about the virus? No? Okay, fuck it.
They should have just had her throw up once or twice. There's things that you could have written
she's
in.
Sick. Yeah, sure. I don't know. This movie, man.
He walks over to her and goes like, pushes up her eye and like, fucking looks up there and is like
bloodshot. It's a little bloodshot.
Then he shakes his head. He's like, I don't know what the fuck.
She gone. She's a goner.
You do something weird, right? Something weird about what were we watching? I was watching something, and their eyes turned.
What were you watching?
What was I watching? Their eyes turned gold when they started doing stuff, magic. Oh, I watched Thunderbolts. Like, what's his name when he turns into Sentry?
Is that good? I haven't seen that yet.
I'll talk about it later.
Oh, we're going to talk about it later.
This movie's supposed to be fast. I took very few notes.
I did not tell you this one was going to be fast. I told you that I was very confused and I had lots of questions.
Okay, so
we're not even like through page 1 of my questions. I have 4 pages of questions, Dan.
Okay, so they're going to travel. We're going to first stop Kazakhstan, where they're going to get the train. Okay, great. Did I already say that this is the same plot as the plot of Barbed Wire?
You did not, but like Mel Gibson's Barbed Wire?
No.
Wait, what am I thinking of?
Pamela Anderson's Barbed Wire.
Okay, what am I thinking of?
I don't
Bird
know.
on a Wire. That's the Mel Gibson movie.
Might also be the same plot as Bird on a Wire.
Great, it's a great
remember.
movie. It's him and Goldie Hawn. It's lovely.
I
I haven't seen it
remember.
in 20 years, but
Barbed Wire
No,
was
you're
this,
absolutely right.
and then that other one that just came out a few years ago. It happens in Southeast Asia, and there's a little robot, the child that's like half robot and half child, and he has to transport that child
and they
somewhere.
shot it on Sony FX6 cameras. Yeah. The creator.
The creator.
Yeah.
Same plot.
I never ended up seeing it. I did want to see it, but it didn't come to like streaming as far as I saw, and I wasn't going to pay for it.
I saw it somewhere. Must be on something.
Oh shit! What? I must have missed it. I'll take a look again. I did want to see it.
Good looking. Some
exactly.
very good looking things in that movie. Everybody, the dudes loved it, but it's the same thing. It's kind of like, the robot's not a robot; he's the next generation.
But were people seeing the future? Was it? Did they go from a submarine to a snowmobile for no reason? Did things like that happen? Because then I'm not going to see it. Okay.
We'll talk about that in a second.
I can't wait, man. This is my favorite part of the movie.
Kazakhstan, they're going to the train. Girl sees tigers. She's never seen tigers. Are those real tigers? Well, they're not real. They do this later. They're not real tigers. They're second generation clones, but it's a clone, a real thing, a real thing, a real thing, is a real thing, a real thing, and then a real thing is a real thing, is a real thing,
and then that didn't play into who she was.
Well, she's a clone-ish. I mean, she's
ish, but
generated.
Not really, because she's not a clone. She's just like an artificially created embryo, right?
Yeah. The problem is this guy. Probably everybody has seen Blade Runner, and so they're all like, "We're going to be like Blade Runner," and it's like, you can't be like Blade Runner. Think about Blade Runner. What happens in Blade Runner? He just goes and hunts down the people, and then that's it. That's it.
Yeah, but he's
Nothing
cool.
Happens.
Harrison Ford's cool.
World looks cool.
It looks great. I never saw the new one, by the way. Was that good?
Same thing.
Okay, well then I'm glad I didn't see it.
No,
unnecessary.
It's Ryan Gosling is fine. It's Denis Villeneuve. Vinny Villeneuve. So it's good looking. I mean, I will watch Vinny Villeneuve's movies because the sound is so great. Sound in this movie is pretty good at times too. Wait, no, was it good in this one?
Yeah,
maybe.
No, it's fine.
I think it was okay.
Yeah,
more and more sound editing, music editing.
Does not matter.
I think it's the most important thing in a movie.
No, I'm saying I feel like movies take less and less care about it now because that's just money in post-production, and that's like the last part of the run. Oh. And they're at that time, they're like, well, we're out of money, guys, so let's just do what we can and put it out.
Oh, that's the one thing I wanted to say. There's like an interview with the guy that directed War of the Worlds, and he talks about
somebody
things.
Directed that movie? I'm just kidding.
And they talk to the editors, and the editor guy is just like, it was very hard. And the whole movie, just like you'd think was, it's just like, what was the airplane movie that we watched that one time where you were
the Mark Wahlberg one?
You were like, there's no way any of these people were talking to each other.
Yeah, they're not. Everyone's talking just to the camera. Yep.
And it was the same thing with War of the World. The guys were just
I can only imagine.
We just had all this stuff and we had to make it into a movie somehow.
But because that's the thing, right? Like as the editor, you just get like a bunch of these shots and you're like, well, no one's even in this scene together. How do I cut this together? What does this mean?
It's like
That's incredible.
It's this new form of editing that people, if you've been doing something your whole life, you're just like, this is not what I do.
This is not it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at 100 different shots that don't go together. I don't know what's going on.
And I have to craft a movie out of this. It's like,
Oh, man.
I don't know. Okay.
Beautiful stuff.
Boom, the girl freaks out. She starts running away, and then boom, a bomb explodes. So she knew that the bomb was going to explode.
Yeah, she's like, don't go that way. Don't go the way. My babies are telling me that, apparently. That's what Dan says. I don't believe it. But.
Yeah. So the babies or something, premonition. Maybe she can smell the nitrile. Is that what it is? Nitrile?
I don't know. I don't know what bombs are made of, if anyone's listening.
We need to start doing that. Are there any cell phones in this world? Any cell phones?
No, I don't think so. But you can track people with their passport, so it's fine. You don't need a cell phone when you know where they are.
Pick anybody up on CCTV instantaneously, but nobody has a cell phone.
I don't need to talk to you. I just need to look at you. It's fine.
There goes the Russian refugee camp. They go through a checkpoint. They degun him. And where are they? Where do they go into, Tony?
Is this the Fight Club?
The club. Because if you're in the future, everyone always has to go to the club. That's
like the only thing. That's the only form of entertainment that's left.
It's a dance club and a bar and a fight club.
Yeah. And a fight. I got confused when he gets in the ring. You're going to have to tell me the transition into that, because all of a sudden I was like, wait, he's in a wrestling ring?
Oh, I'll explain exactly what happened and why they did it wrong.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So before we do that, outside the club, is this where the guys are like, or in the club, the guys are like, hey, she needs to come with us? Is that this part?
That's going to happen eventually, yeah.
Okay, bring that up. All right.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Because I got questions, Dan.
He's there to meet Finn, who's going to get them on the boat and then provide them with snow bikes on the other side. Okay, so with this. Why? They're trying to get to America.
Okay, where does the sub go?
It goes across.
From where to where? And then where are all of the other people from the submarine? Did they all get snow bikes, or are they walking somewhere? Where did they get dropped off, Dan? This is what I'm trying to understand, because this guy's like, I got snowmobiles waiting for us. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's cool. But I don't know where you're starting. Like, where is point B on that map? Because A, the submarine, to B, and then B is where we get snowmobiles. Where's everybody else going? There's a bunch of other people in the submarine. I'm confused. Why do we need these? And then the planes. All right, we got to get there. We're
sorry. So not there. We got a ways to get there.
I get so confused. All right, we're in the club. Up in the club.
We're in the club. He meets Finn. Finn's like, you're like, wow, I wonder how long it's going to take till Finn betrays him.
Longer than I thought. If that helps. If that does anything for you.
You're correct. Finn takes too long to betray him. That is absolutely true. The girl is obsessing over this one fighter. Then the parkour dudes show up and they show him a bag, and they're all like, we're here for the girl. Here's $1 million tax-free. Tax-free.
All right. This is my second favorite part of the movie, Dan. Are you ready for this?
Bag of money?
No, but those guys, they're like, we'll give you $1 million. All you got to do is forget your job. Vin Diesel gets so offended when they say forget your job. He looks at him and goes, what? As if that's the most egregious thing that they've said this entire time. He's so mad that someone thinks that he's going to abandon his job because he's a man of his principles.
He is.
And I was like, this is the most acting he does the whole movie.
Yeah.
This is the most upset he gets the entire movie, as someone's like, maybe just don't do your job. And I was like, this is how he is on set. This encapsulates Vin Diesel on set. People are like, this is a shitty movie, Vin. We should do this movie. It's like, we got to finish the movie. We started it. We got to finish it. I'm Vin Diesel. And I was like, this is the most real look at Vin Diesel we have in this, in the whole entire movie.
There it is. He doesn't take the money. The girl ends up in the cage with the fighter.
Why?
Well, because she's okay. What it is?
I feel like I'm a 4-year-old in the backseat of a car. Why? Why, Mom? Why?
Because we're trying to set up that she's this magical presence, right? And so she has essentially, the fighter has, like, he wants to protect her, right? So
I guess. I don't know why.
What should have happened? Let me explain what should have happened in the scene. She's in the cage. He's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go in the cage with that guy." He should realize he stands no chance against that guy, right? Because that guy's super fighter.
He's huge. That guy's huge.
He's the guy. So he goes in there and he's all like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you." What happens is that guy just fucking lays waste to Vin Diesel, and then he's just like boom, 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 throws Vin Diesel out of the way, picks up the girl, and then goes out and then beats the shit out of all the parkour guys. Just fucks them up.
Great.
And takes her out of there. He hobbles along behind, and then he realizes that she has the ability to make anyone into her protector. But she hasn't made him into a protector because he's got, why didn't she just do that to me? Maybe she respects me in some way. Maybe, he has like some sort of moral conflict, but she has the power to control people.
How? Why? She doesn't.
Because she's got the babies.
Nope.
And she, he because she connected with him. He like sees in her like this precious
they
flower.
locked eyes for 20 seconds and then he's under her spell. I don't understand that, because for me it's like she's put some sort of spell on him. That's what it is. Or he's in love with her. One of the two. I believe either one.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have magical powers. She just has a computer brain. And babies that I still don't totally understand how they're there.
So the parkour guys steal the girl. Don't know how they're stealing the girl and parkouring at the same time. That's
tricky. I don't know if you've ever tried to do it. It's hard, man.
Especially when you're carrying or moving someone else, right? Like if you're trying to parkour guys are trying to kidnap me, I'd be like, I cannot make that jump.
No, it's hard. We used to parkour with backpacks on, and that was tough. Like, because you get off balance so easily, So if you're carrying a human being, it's hard.
Vin Diesel steals a gun. The parkour guys stop. He shoots one of them, and then they move all in front of her. They're all like, doo. And then she's like, just go.
No. What they say is something like, "Will any of us would die for you?" And I was like, what? Yeah. Why? Why would they die for her? What's happened?
Because she's the Virgin Mary. She's magical.
Nope.
Yeah.
She's not magical.
She is.
She's not.
She mesmerized the guy in the cage.
She's a robot. She's part robot. She has robot pieces in her AI brain.
Okay, here we are. We're marching across the Bering Strait with a bunch of other people. The ice, Finn's like, the ice is getting thinner. Global warming is bad for business. He's not wrong there.
Is he not wrong, though? Because shouldn't that just make it easier for a submarine? You know what I mean? If you don't have to break through the ice every time.
Somehow there's like 100 people going.
I feel like it's more than that. But yeah, maybe.
162.
Okay. That's a good round number.
Here we go. We're like, how's there going to be a ship? Oh, it's a submarine. The submarine breaches through the ice. Get this one really nice shot overhead where we see the whole sub. I'm like, yes, I like that. The sub comes up. They throw the net down. Vin Diesel's not really trying very hard to get on the ship.
Everybody else is, and he's like, I'm sure everyone will get on board. I don't know what's going on in his brain.
Then they sort of start shooting people, and it ends up that only like 4 people get on the ship.
No, it's more than 4, and I don't know where they go after the ship, okay?
I'm not going to complain about this one because I can explain how you could have made it good, but whatever. Okay. Michelle Yeoh's character's in there, Sister Rebecca. She has so little to do, but there she is. She gives the backstory. 3 months ago, his doctor came and gave her a pill. She always knows things. She knew 19 languages before she was born.
Right. Is the pill the babies?
Yeah, I think the pill was 3 months ago. Pill was the babies. Put the babies in her.
I just didn't know that babies come in pill form, but it's good to know that that's a thing.
And then Finn goes, well, 2 years ago there was a viral bomb and everybody died, so she's probably another viral bomb. You're like,
what? What do you mean? What does that mean?
More importantly, what do you care?
Well, because he's a good man.
No, he's not. Finn is not a good man.
No, he's not, but he says he is.
He's not a good man. I mean? He's not.
I know that.
So
he's a piece of trash.
They get to the other side, and boom, there's ice bikes waiting, and they have to drive the ice bikes 10 miles. But after 9 miles, then the drones attack.
Why? Why do all of these things, Dan? I don't
The
understand.
question you're supposed to be asking is, who put the ice bikes there?
These are the things that I am asking. Mark Shepard's like, I'll have snowmobiles on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just drop them off in the middle of wherever they land.
Yeah.
And then they just take them. And then some sort of drone things are like, well, we better shoot these motorbikes. And then they fire a couple missiles and then they leave.
How did they destroyed the drones.
They destroyed the drones?
Yeah, he jumps at the last moment. He does something to the one drone, and then he jumps his snowmobile, and it hits the last drone.
Oh, no, you're right. I do remember that now. Real dumb.
The other question you should ask is, how do they know there's drones? Because the drones shot a bunch of animals? Why are the drones shooting animals?
Anything that moves, baby. But what happens to the other people, Dan?
What people?
So, okay.
They get dropped off someplace else.
There's 2 stops on the submarine?
Yeah, they're going to California.
California. That's the other side of the continent. How is the sub going to get there?
How does that work? The sub drops them off on like Alaska. They're going to go across all. Oh, they took an airplane. They got an airplane. Yeah.
They eventually get on an airplane, but also how, right? Because that doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So here's why I'm confused. Overarching confusion, right? It feels like sometimes they're illegally coming into the country, and then sometimes it feels like they're not illegally coming into the country. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Okay.
He's got a passport.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's got a passport. Why can't he just go to America?
He does.
No. He sneaks onto a submarine, murders other people to get on there, then takes motorbikes that got shot at by drones to get to an airplane, which he just then walks into an airport and is like, yep, I'll just get on this plane now that I don't understand.
He's got to get someplace that has direct flights.
There's a direct flight from Russia, for sure.
Not under the current political conditions.
The current political, they seem like they're best friends. Russia's guys are in America all the time. I just don't understand any of this.
Oh, you're so confused.
I am. This is a level 10 confusion.
So he's bleeding to death after he defeats the drones. The girl is performing like some sort of psychic surgery or something. She's performing surgery by just sort of sticking her hands inside where the wound is.
It seems like she's dipping it in salt and then just rubbing the wound. That's what it seems like. Because he's like, ow. She calls him a crybaby.
And
I don't think so.
Finn's basically like, he's dead weight, so I'm just going to kill him. And then Turup's like, I'll kill you first. But he doesn't say that because that would be kind of funny. Instead, he just shoots him dead, and they're like, oh, he's dead.
So here's a confusing part, right? Is that what's Mark Shepard's name? What's his name?
Finn
Wolfhard he's like, we should have never come back.
Yeah.
He knows the rules.
He does know the rules.
Which is a weird line because Vin Diesel didn't call you back. He wasn't like, hey, come back for me. So if he would have left him, he probably would have been fine with it. Like, he wouldn't have been mad, right? Because he knows the rules. But then Mark's, after he thinks about, like, he knows the rules, he's like, or I'll just kill him now and steal his girl?
He knew the rules.
It's just all, he knows the rules, baby. You know the rules. Fair game.
The girl's like, okay, so he kills Finn. They go to the tent. She finishes binding his wounds and
with her mind powers.
Yep. And then this is the point at which we become a family.
We are family.
So literally, I wrote down. Wait, go back to sleep. Oh yeah, this is the point where in the tent eating, and I wrote, "Now they're a little family." And then immediately after I wrote that down, they said, "We protected each other like family."
Like family, yeah.
Yeah, and so by necessity, you have to have a betrayal after this scene at some point in the movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just plot-wise, yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
We never have that. She tells them we're going to die in New York. Later on, he throws out all his bullets because there's no more guns once they get to the airport. I'm so tired of war. I just want to go where I grew up. Upstate New York, there's a little farm. I'm going to do some farming.
Yeah, I mean that's what he says.
That's what he says.
I don't understand it. You know.
They stay in a motel in Canada. He takes a shower. She's in his bathroom. She touches his fur, and then luckily Michelle shows up.
His fur?
His fur. His man fur.
Oh, yeah. I did not understand what you were saying right there, but yeah, no, you're right. They have a nice sexual moment in the bathroom. Now, is she not underage, Dan?
It seemed really
They
dirty.
refer to her.
Seemed really dirty to me.
Right, and they refer to her as girl a lot. They're like, the girl, the girl, the girl. It didn't feel like she's of an appropriate age for him to be lusting after her in the bathroom.
If the cops busted in on us in that bathroom, we would be in jail.
Are we there together? And then
I would be in jail, and you would be pressing charges.
I was just showering. It came on to me. I don't know.
My stars and garters.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, real quick, when he's in the shower, he's still bleeding. Did you notice that?
I don't know.
His shoulder is just running blood. And I was like, well, she didn't do anything to heal his wound. Like, he's just free flowing blood
she just stitched him up. At the airport, he tests the passport. They just passes through. We do like one thing for 1 second where they're like, hey, you stop.
Where there's like a beep. Yeah.
And then that's it.
And then
it
nothing.
was so intense. You were just like, if you're going to make a thriller like this, you got to make the airport 10 times worse than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get on the Coca-Cola airplane. They get
I love that. Coke Zero. Don't forget that was Coca-Cola Zero.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. The future of Coke.
They get to New York City. It looks like Vegas or China.
Yeah.
Blade Runner.
Maybe just make it Vegas, you know? I don't know.
They go to this apartment, and you're kind of like, this is weird. There's a big TV screen, and she's like looking at the TV, and she's like...
It's actually a bunch of little TV screens all put together in one, like, what do you call that? A collage? That's not right. It's not a collage. But it was like 20 TV little ones all playing different channels. And she goes, can I turn it off? And you know what Vin Diesel says?
Nope. Yes, I know what he says.
Yeah, he says, no, you can't turn it off. You can change the channel. You can't turn off the TV?
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Why?
What do you mean you can't turn off the TV? If this is a hotel room or a condo, whatever it is, you got to be able to turn off the TV.
No.
In a world where he's mad about $20 for a gun, we're just forcing people to waste energy? I don't think so.
No, we're forcing them to watch TV. What are you talking about?
He will kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Haven't you ever seen, I think it's Fahrenheit 451? Yeah. There's the numerous
I read the book in high school.
Numerous things like this. Yeah, you're not in control of the TV. The state is in control of the TV.
That is wild.
Yeah. That's what.
But also, like, I'd have my TVs on anyhow, so they don't need to do that. I'm good.
They've got you're properly programmed.
You better believe I am.
Aurora is angry. Oh, tomorrow is the dawn of a new. Okay, so the bad lady. Oh, we find out that the convent was destroyed. Somebody missiled the convoy.
Yeah,
and the church lady goes on there and is like, yeah, she's like, I shouldn't have done that to that.
I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Yeah,
why?
What?
Why did they blow up the convent? And a great water break. Welcome back from the commercial break, everybody.
Maybe to add to the tension?
No, it didn't feel tense, you know? So that's...
Because you can't go home?
You can't, that's it.
There it is.
You can't go home again.
Okay, here comes the doc. Okay, the motorcycles and the SUVs show up. The no lights are in charge of the SUVs. Gorski's in charge of the motorcycle.
I don't understand it.
I think maybe Vin Diesel said, this is a suicide mission.
That's exactly. He said, this has always been a suicide mission. And I was like, I don't even know why it's a suicide mission now.
Why'd he ask for money?
I don't understand it.
Why'd he ask for money then?
Why'd you ask for money? Also, like, why are they killing you? I don't even understand it. Just give them the girl.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's not like he knows too much because I know that because I don't know anything. I'm so confused.
Here comes the doctor. Does the doctor have more gray hair later in the movie than he does in this scene?
I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. His life is pretty stressful, though, Dan. So it's hard.
He goes in, scans Aurora, and then they're like, "What's wrong with her?"
He's like, "Nothing. See you later."
Perhaps a gun.
And then my favorite part of the movie.
Then the doctor leaves, and he's like, "I'll be back later to do more tests." I'm like, "What?"
And he's not. He doesn't come back later because then we just go downstairs and there's a big gunfight.
We go downstairs, so there's a big... Well, we find out...
Hold on, Dan. I wasn't meaning to cut to the next scene because this is the part where she walks out of the bathroom/bedroom, wherever she was getting her test done.
Yeah.
And they're both looking at him and she goes, "I'm pregnant."
With twins.
Twins. And I was so shocked at this twist. I was like, what are we talking about? What is happening? I don't understand. And I don't understand, Dan, because that's not what this movie was about up until now, as far as I know.
It's a VB squared, virgin birth times 2.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's only one thing better than a virgin birth, and that's 2 virgin births. I don't. This movie is just too much for me to handle. This is
definitely when you're like, "What's happening in this movie? What's happening?"
What do you mean she's pregnant? Why? How is that related to her knowing the future? To her being really upset when you hurt people? She cries all the time about that, and none of this makes any sense.
So they go downstairs, and then he's going to deliver the girl, and then he grabs a gun, and they're shooting, and he's like, "Go to the subway," and then they launch a missile that can key in on his thing, and he runs through a van and it blows up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Couple things we got to talk about this missile.
It grows in big circles.
It does. It's like honing in on his position, like very slowly going through a grid. But he grabs his neck after it gets fired. And he knows that the missile's being fired and tracked by his passport. He touches his neck and he's like, "A missile being tracked on my passport." It's what?
It probably be
is it pulling it?
Well, it probably be
like, does it pull out of his neck? He's like, "Oh, it's a missile. I can feel it moving around."
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I think so.
I don't understand. It's a magnet. It's
maybe it gets a little warm. You know, he's like, "Oh, that's warm."
That's too. Oh, that's missile warm. That's not normal warm. I just don't. It's just so dumb. But then she's like, "How do you get out of it?" And he's like, "Only death. Or if I hide behind an object, it will run into it like a moron and blow up." Those are my only 2 options, though. Death or hiding behind an object that's very obvious. One of the 2.
Wait, does Michelle Yeoh die in this scene?
Yeah, she sure does. She gets shot. Then the girl doesn't care at all.
She doesn't really seem to care, does she?
Nah, she's just walking the other direction. She doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a fuck. Then he escapes the one missile. He kills everyone, and then somebody else shoots off another missile. So the girl's like, "I gotta kill you to save you." So she shoots him right full in the chest.
Now, how long does it take to die? Do you think?
Oh, there's multiple metrics. Okay. Yeah, like the body dies a certain way, and then the organs shut down in different ways, and the brain shuts down over. I think it might take like an hour total for everything to shut down completely.
So if a missile was tracking you,
it all depends on what it's looking at. It all depends.
I guess that's true.
I mean, you'd probably hook it up to heart rate. You know.
Sure,
you probably wouldn't. So you wouldn't hook it up to brain function.
But that's the biggest, that's the last thing that dies. You just told me that. So that's the best indicator of life and death. But let's say, okay, let's give them the benefit of doubt and pretend that it's instantaneous for some reason.
Yeah.
Would it change course? Because that's what this missile does. It's like, "Oh, it's dead. I'll change course." Why would it change course? It would just go where its last coordinates were.
It did, because it went towards her and then it blew up in front of her. You know, there are some Eastern yogis that can actually
Please finish this thought. I have to hear this.
They can suck fluid up through their penises. I just thought this was the time to share that knowledge.
That is the right time because my mind has just blown.
So
Is that a real fact or is that a Dan Goodsell fact? You got to tell me the truth.
I was taught it at some point in my life.
I'm going to Google that right. I might get in trouble for Googling this. Can you suck fluid up your penis?
Not you, concerned yogis.
Yes, fluid can be drawn up into the bladder through the penis.
See? What did I tell you? You don't believe me.
What the hell?
I just dispense truth on this. That's all I do. I'm here to dispense truth.
I feel like my whole life is a lie right now. I thought that was a one-way street, buddy.
Should be working on that skill. Like,
for the next 20 years of my life, I am dedicating it to bringing it back in. Oh, my God.
That's what a good movie should make you think about. Okay.
Oh, frickin' A.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, the missile blows up in her face and she's fine. Yep.
The head of the...
Because does she have telekinesis where she's created a Jean Grey bubble around her? Is that why the bomb doesn't affect her?
I think so.
Cool. Because of the babies?
Yeah.
Is that it? The babies. Yeah, okay.
I think so. I mean, I don't hear you shitting yourself when you watch an X-Men movie. Oh, boy, he shoots things out of his eyeballs.
Because they tell me what
sense.
all their powers are. In fact, a lot of times their names are their powers. So, like, I get it. I don't understand her powers or where they come from or where they go.
So if at the beginning of the movie they'd be like, this is Linda, tell the future, and
exactly
tell the future telekinesis.
We'd call her Foreshadow. That would be her. That would be her superpower name.
That would be her name.
Pretty good.
That'd be cool,
right? That's pretty good.
It's actually good.
I love how disappointed you are when I come up with something good.
Okay. So the church ladies all mad at all the other church people, which is all dudes. I think it was all dudes. Wasn't it all dudes?
Except for her. As far as I could tell, it was, a lot of dudes and then her. It's hard to be a woman.
So then Duroff wakes up in surgery. He's got a robot leg. He's got robot extensions to his fingers that we do like this shot of multiple times to like
for no reason.
They were very proud of that little prosthetic glove that they put on his hand that makes it look like he has a robot hand.
Yeah.
Did you see like the Nike sort of treads on the bottom of his robot foot?
No,
they were like these sort of like treads. I was like, wow, that makes sense.
Sure.
But usually I
grippy.
think usually what you do is when you have a robot leg like that, you put shoes on it.
Well, sure, because the robot leg is just like stronger and faster and stuff.
In real life, if you're missing a leg, you there's a thing you put, you don't have rubber on the bottom of it. You put a shoe on it.
Yeah.
And the shoe, you probably would never get stinky.
Unless you stepped in water, that probably doesn't help.
So they take Tupolev, whatever his name is. Tupac. They take him in there. Boom, there's the doctor. I think his beard's much grayer now. And he explains everything, where he injected her with an AI, and in a fetus she was a supercomputer, and then he says Gorski hid the baby until the point at which he was going to retrieve the baby, which I don't understand. Why didn't Gorski just tell the church? Because the church has more money than the doctor, like a long time ago. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, no, none of it. Not a single word of this makes a lick of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
are we going to talk about his prosthetics yet?
He's got like a neck brace, and
he's got a weird neck brace. He's wearing a tweed jacket, and then there are contraptions on the outside of the jacket. Explain that to me, Dan. Why are there tubes on the outside of it? Does he never change? Is this his only jacket he's allowed to wear? Because he said he's been like this for 5 years.
Wait, he's been like that for 5 years?
Yeah, that's what this guy said. He said he got blowed up 5 years ago, and so he like roboted himself to survive.
But didn't we just see him in the last couple of scenes?
I see why you're confused. These are two different people. He's not the doctor that goes to the hotel room and gives her the pill.
Oh,
this
not?
is her father. No, this is Aurora's daddy. This is her father.
I thought the big reveal was it was the doctor that visited her in the hotel. I was like, that's her dad.
No. Two different doctors.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
This is her daddy, and he's got tubes on the outside of a jacket, which he can't dry clean because that's not possible.
He got blown up with the jacket. He's wearing the jacket when he got blown up.
So they
had
just
to do
can't
it
wash
fast.
the
They
jacket.
had to do it fast, man.
Just put the tube through that jacket.
Because remember when she was doing surgery on Vin Diesel, didn't take his thing off. He just stuck his hands
You're right
through
about
it.
that.
That's the way this family rolls.
The future's weird, man. I don't know. Don't get sick.
Oh, okay. So what we have to do is we have to do a guided memory of his just before he died to see if she gave him secret information. We do that by making a dolly go round and round and round everyone until you want to throw up.
I had to close my eyes. I am very sensitive to going in circles, and I had to close my eyes. But I was laughing at the same time really hard. Did this remind you of Spaceballs at all?
No.
Because they're like
the
replaying
movie?
Spaceballs the movie. Because they're replaying the movie that we just watched in Vin Diesel's eye. And I was just waiting for someone to be like, you've gone back too far. Go forward.
Did that happen in Spaceballs?
When does this happen in the movie? We're looking at now. This is happening now. And they're like they're fast forwarding through the movie. You don't remember Spaceballs?
I saw it.
So they're looking for
the
princess.
I only saw it one time, I think.
So so their idea is we'll watch Spaceballs the movie to find out where she goes. So they grab the movie off the shelf. It's a VHS.
Yeah.
They're fast forwarding, they're rewinding, and then they stop at the present time.
Yeah,
and they're like looking back and forth.
I got it.
This is what it reminded me of because you can't do something this stupid.
Okay, the evil lady then nukes Skorsky, which was kind of funny.
Well, it was funny because he says it. Hold on. So these lines are priceless, Dan. You can't just skip through these. Oh boy, we're so lost on my things. Here we go. He says, "Are you threatening me?" And she smiles and says, "Oh, bless your soul," which is the dumbest line I've ever heard in my life. And then he goes, "You'll need a nuke to kill me." And then he hears the nuke coming, and he goes, bitch.
Oh, whoa. It's pretty funny.
He hears a nuke coming and has enough time to call her a bitch before he explodes. I mean, that's great filmmaking.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
When they did the memory thing, the girl before she faked her death, she said, "Go home." So he's
yes,
like,
right, yeah, I know where she is.
So he drives to upstate New York, where he's got a cabin. There she is. She's like, "I'm dying." He's like, "We don't have any explanation as to why, how, or when she's dying."
What's going on? Yeah, what do you mean you're dying? You seem fine.
They go back out on the road. Here, they got 2 cars. Here come the bad guys. They've got 2 cars, but they end up having more cars. And then they drive on railroad tracks, and then eventually they
give up.
They give up. He shoots them. And then we go to...
At one point, he punches a bomb. He's got like a little grenade type of device. He punches a window and then just lets it go, which is a pretty badass move. You don't throw it. You punch the window and drop it in personally. I love it.
He really had no trouble doing this, and it was very easy for him.
It's great. Yeah, it's great stuff.
You know what they should have done? They should have like gone back to the church, and then they were like, "We floated the virgin birth thing and it didn't test well, so we're canceling that program."
So we're all good. Well, we're just let her live.
I said, "There's like a hospital?"
Right. So now, Dan, she's giving birth in a hospital. Now, tell me how easy it would be for these bad guys to find her if she's registered at a hospital. The answer's pretty easy. So why did they stop chasing her?
She's like, "You're the father now," and then she dies.
So
then we cut ahead.
Listen, If somebody I brought to a hospital to have a baby was like, you're the father now, I'm out the door. Vin Diesel's not the fathering type. I'm sorry. This movie does not convince me he's going to be a good father. And she's like, well, you're the father. And he's just like, you're right. I'm the father. I'll take care of them. What are you talking about?
He's accepting responsibility finally in his life.
For what? He didn't put him in her.
Nobody did.
Somebody gave her a pill. Boom, babies. That's not Vin Diesel's
Somebody's
fault.
got to take care of those pill babies.
Why? Are they special? I don't know.
They're probably controlling his mind.
Okay, so now they're controlling his mind as well. Okay.
We cut ahead a few years.
Why does she die, Dan?
I think she was injured.
From the bomb, maybe?
Yeah.
But she looked fine.
She should have like pulled aside, no, not her belly. She should have pulled aside something.
Right, because there's babies in the belly. It would be bad if her belly was blown up.
See, your question is, wait a second. They saved Vin Diesel, and he was literally shot with a giant gun at point blank range right in the chest.
And she just dies in a hospital?
How did he lose his leg for being shot in the chest?
Maybe because when things are connected.
We cut ahead.
He threw a blood clot.
We cut ahead 3 years. Boom, here are the two little girls. One Caucasian, one African American. Okay.
Why?
And then he says, he comes out and he's like, hey kids, storms are coming. We need to go. Cue music, roll credits.
What do you mean? What happened? Who are the kids? Why do I care? Why are the people not chasing Vin Diesel anymore? He's clearly got a house that I assume is registered to him in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, come on, like Tony. Come on.
What? What?
You don't think he can use shadow realtors? And
I do not. And because it's registered to his parents. He said it's my parents' farm and I'm going to go back and take it over. Everyone knows where that farm is.
That's not the farm.
Yeah, that's the farm. He fixed it up.
No, we didn't fix up the farm.
Yeah, he fixed up the farm. It's the same farm.
This is a new place.
This is not a new place.
The guy lived there. He killed him. Bang! I shoot you in the brain.
No, this is his farm. He fixed up his parents' farm just like he said he was going to do in the movie, and now he's got kids there.
Remember that scene in Zoolander 2 where they show the masks that what's his name made? That was the funniest scene ever.
And then he just walks out, and everyone just accepts that that's Ben Stiller's face. Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy talk.
That's this movie.
Okay. I just don't understand this movie, man. So there are parts that I enjoyed. I just don't understand most of it.
All right, and I answered all your questions.
You thought that this was answering my questions? I have the same questions leaving that I came in with.
What's that?
Except for, I feel like you did answer one pretty good because I was totally off base on it. I don't remember which one it was.
There it is. I answered one question.
But I was dead wrong on one of them. So kudos to you.
$20. You were shitting all over that $20. How does he have a tank if he just needs $20?
Well, it was the TVs. You're right. It was the TVs. And I was like, why does he have so many TVs? But he didn't have TVs.
Yeah. Okay.
All the other questions, totally valid.
Oh, I got a little dog. There's a little dog.
Oh, you got a little sweet little baby. Hi. Adorable.
Okay, Tony, what'd you like this week?
I wanted to do a couple of things. We finally saw the final Mission Impossible.
Oh,
which was emotional.
Did you have to turn off your eyes when the AI was spinning around?
Oh yeah, big time. So when I get sick, I look at my wife and I'm like, just tell me when it's over. I have to do that. Otherwise I will get nauseated. I get nauseated. Anyhow.
I think you say it either way. You get nauseous or you get nauseated.
It was tough. There's a couple things, but it's a good movie. I cried a little.
Does what's her name come back? The girl I'm in love with.
Who are you in love with? The blonde girl.
The girl in the last movie, she was at the beginning, and then they sort of said
Rebecca
she died.
Ferguson?
Yeah.
She does not. She does not come back. No, she gone. She gone.
Whatever.
She's dead, Dan.
No, she lives on in my tree.
No, she's dead. She gone, man. And then we watched the beginning of Adam Sandler's new stand-up set from 2025. I Love You, and it's dark, man. It's funny, but like I was the whole time we were watching, I was like, I think maybe he's
not doing well.
unhappy. I think maybe he's unhappy right now, but I don't know.
Where's this at? Is this on Netflix? I didn't see it anywhere.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, it's funny. We laugh the whole time, but like some of the jokes are a little dark, a little darker than what I'm normally used to with Mr. Sandler.
I will psychoanalyze him. That's what I'm here
Please
for.
do. Please do. That's what I'm asking.
I watched. There's a new Devo documentary. Very interesting.
Oh, great!
And I watched
music and stuff.
I watched Thunderbolts / the New Avengers on Disney Plus.
It's free now.
Yeah, it's free on Disney Plus. It's
perfect. That's what we were waiting for.
The trailers were so good. No movie could
live up
to those trailers.
But is it still at least good?
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Right.
I did not like the sound design on the movie at all. I don't think the music was great. And so those two things, you know, and there's just like there was some good stuff, but then, you know, at one point they have to like ride the elevator up to find the bad guy. And you're just like,
sure.
Anytime you have to ride an elevator to like a thing and then ride an elevator away from a thing, it just, there's no stakes because, you know, you're in an elevator.
Well, a couple movies have done it well, right? Like, did you ever see The Losers?
No, I never saw The Losers.
First of all, you should watch Losers. It's great.
Oh, okay.
But Chris Evans is basically singing along to Journey's Don't Stop Believing whilst some sniper murders are happening and he's in an elevator. It's a really great scene because they do other things with it, right? Like the elevator is like part of breaking the tensions a little bit.
They're normal human beings in an elevator. It's not.
No. This is it's a superhero.
The Losers.
Well,
it's not. It's a
I mean,
comic.
They're not superheroes.
It's based on a comic.
It's a comic
book.
book. Yeah, I guess they are human.
Yeah,
I guess you're right. Well, the elevator scene in Captain America is really good.
But you see, they set that all up perfectly.
All I'm saying is that people have done it well. That's all I'm saying.
And that's your problem.
I guess just Chris Evans. I guess literally, if Chris Evans can be in an elevator, nobody else can be in an elevator. That's it.
Was it in the Turtles movie where they were in an elevator? That was pretty.
Yeah, Turtles did an elevator. Yeah, because they're doing they start like beatboxing and like nah. Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
It's like the only good moment in that entire Michael Bay fiasco. So yeah,
and that's the whole thing. Is, you know, if you're gonna put a pile of superheroes in an elevator, you know, it's got to be either before things are going on or after things have ended. You can't have it in the middle of every, you know, like, we've lost, so we're going to walk over to the elevator and ride away. You're like, no, you can't do that.
Don't think so.
You know, it's like, think about how pivotal that elevator is in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's one of the, I mean, that is the best superhero movie ever made and ever will be made. Yeah. And that is probably the pivotal scene in the whole movie where all of the acting and the action is perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
There's nothing bad you could say about that scene. It's perfect. And even when he's riding away on his motorcycle after that, they do that right too. And those are the things that truly matter and that you have to get right for a superhero movie to work, because everything is so tenuous in a superhero movie because you have to suspend so much disbelief. If you have them riding around in elevators, at a certain point, you're like, okay. But, you know, Florence Pugh is Florence Pugh, and what's his name as the Red Guardian is, you know, David Harbour is David Harbour. So
David Harbour, he's the best. I love him.
And I think if they made a second movie with these characters, it could be incredible. Because you know, we could just have them. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like in what is the one Avengers movie that starts out where they're running the op?
Is that Ultron?
Which is the one? I guess that isn't Captain. It's the Captain America movie where they go and
because they're in the woods.
It's the Winter Soldier.
One?
Yeah, everything good is in that movie. You know.
Yeah. Well, what are you
Just
gonna
like
do?
Every great superhero scene is in that. You know, the one where they're on the bridge and that they first meet the Winter Soldier, and
Yeah.
there's so many good things in that movie.
We should just go rewatch that movie right now.
I probably will. I'll go watch.
I might.
I'll
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll probably go watch those scenes because that
We went through all of the aliens up to Alien Earth this week.
Yeah.
So we get to start watching Alien Earth finally.
Oh, I was just started rewatching episode 1.
I'm excited. I'm very excited to get started.
Watched episode 4 last night, and it was
And that's all that's out, right? Just 4 right now?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll catch up.
They just do
today,
so
probably.
much stuff in that show that you're just like, what are you so much thinking, you know, as opposed
What
to,
are you doing?
you know, it's like you watch the Predator one and you're just like, they have a bunch of fights. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's silly.
Okay, Tony, we need a movie.
We do. So a few weeks ago, I don't know if you remember this, Dan, we watched a really great horror movie.
Nope.
Jack Black was in it. Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's called I Know What You Did Last.
Yeah.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Well, I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 finally dropped on VOD. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it together. I think I'm going to love it. Just full disclosure. I think I'm going to love it, but the scores are telling a different story. So I'm excited. We're gonna check it out, see what's going on.
You're gonna go against the flow, is what you're telling me.
I am probably gonna go against the flow.
Okay.
I would assume it's gonna be great.
I'm there. Maybe this one will make sense. Maybe we'll see what happened.
I really don't think that's gonna happen, Dan.
Because that other movie. Brandy was good in it. Was it
Yeah,
Brandy?
she's
Yeah,
great.
she was fine.
I mean, yeah. Listen, it's beautiful cast in the first 2. They're all beautiful. I don't know if this cast is attractive or not because it's 2025. I feel like we cast a lot of people that are like interesting looking. That's what they say. I don't know.
Oh, so
know.
you're saying that it's not just hot people.
I think that people nowadays would disagree with me, but I think that today's standards are different, and that's probably good.
Oh, so what you're saying is what the kids say is a hot person is an interesting person to you?
Prime example, Timothée Chalamet. I don't find him attractive on any level whatsoever. I think he's a weird nerd.
Yeah.
I think he's wonderfully talented, right? Like he's amazing, but he's like a sex symbol and I don't get it.
Oh,
This is not your Freddie Prinze Jr.'s. This is not your Ryan Phillippes. This is Jason Biggs from American Pie. He's like a weird, scrawny. What is happening? So I just don't get it anymore. You know, I'm old. It's fine, but I just disagree with the beauty standards of today. That's all.
You can't. You're not getting into Jason Biggs. You're not like, ooh.
I mean, I love Jason Biggs, but he's not a sex symbol. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I'm not gonna jump Jason Biggs. I'll hang out with him.
That's one.
We'll probably hang out, have a good time, but we're not gonna have any backdoor stuff. You know.
Well, that's a pleasant image that we'll leave.
That's a perfect way to end the show. Yeah.
If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment. Somebody commented that they liked Tim Burton's Dark Shadows. To each his own.
That's great. I love that. Good for you. Everyone should like something. You know what I mean?
Somebody has to like that movie.
Yeah.
Except what are they not allowed to like, Tony?
I'm not even going to say it because art is art. And everyone's allowed to like whatever they want to like.
Yeah, people liked Happy Gilmore too.
We did because it's brilliant. I watched it again this week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that movie. It's funny, man.
Eminem gets eaten by an alligator. I was laughing.
Put some respect on my name, Detroit. I mean, it's great. It's very funny.
Oh, so sad. Okay, that's it. We'll see you Well, actually, we won't see you next week. We're going to be good point. We're off a week, so you'll be a rerun probably next week.
We'll do a From the Vaults next week. Yeah. You can pick which one you want, and you can let me know.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Dan and I are a little busy.
Both of us have booked weekends.
So booked.
So full, so filled.
Our lives are so full. You know, that's what it is. We're just so busy and we're just making money.
So we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Goodbye, everybody.